Guys, it's me, Jacob here. I'm here walking home from work. Just got done with a 4 or 5.5 hour day. Spaghetti factory. It was very slow, but very productive. I got a lot done. I wanted to shoot a quick video because the last video I was talking about my likes, and I wanted to shoot a video now about my dislikes, specifically stuff that makes my blood boil and gets under my skin a bit. And it's a very, very short list. One of them being misunderstanding. I don't like being misunderstood, especially by either women, especially women that I try to, show interest in them. Sometimes they twist my words into thinking that just because I'm showing interest in them and wanting to be friends first before something could ever happen between us, that makes them think that I'm in it to wanting to get in their pants or something like that, and that's just simply not me. I'm one of them to be friends first, get to know them, build the foundation first before anything, or if anything could happen. But some women just kind of use that to thinking that I wanted to just jump straight into the boyfriend status and sex game kind of thing, when that's not really me. And so that's kind of a pet peeve for me. Now, I should clarify, there's two kinds of misunderstandings for me when it comes to women. There's the kind that I can deal with and the kind that I can't. The kind that I can is, let's say your partner is telling you about her day or his day or whatever, and then wants to know your thoughts on it, and then you tell him or her. You have two options at that point. You could either hear what he's saying and then have that look of, well, what did he mean by that? And then at that point, you can either ask him or her for clarification on what you said so that you have a better understanding of what him or her said. Excuse my grammar. Or you can choose to twist what him or her is saying and just based on that, assume something that he or she said, but really it's not what they said at all. So that's definitely something that kind of makes me tick. So that's definitely a red flag for me, is to have a misunderstanding happen and it be the kind where you can work with, because it's not at all what you were trying to convey at all, and yet they wrongly assumed it, and but that is the truth. The other thing that I find to be a very, very top of the list for me on the dislikes is injustice, whether that be not enough justice, or not any justice served, or the reverse, where some people think it's justice and it really isn't justice at all, it's injustice. So just kind of making sure that people not only get what they deserve, but also seeing good in people and not just seeing the monstrous. With some people it is harder to see the good because they've just done so many bad things. But there are some people who, while they may have a history of being a bad person or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's all that they are. And it just kind of gets under my skin that we live in a world where there are people who just can't see past the bad. And to me, I feel more for those people because they just aren't open-minded. And then the third thing that I am not a huge fan of is intolerance, especially when it comes to religion and spirituality. I think that we all can coexist. under one roof, and regardless of what background you are, I think that to not be for it is selfish and closed-minded and not loving at all. But yeah, we need to show love to people regardless of what faith they are. And to think that we need to help God out by showing quote-unquote love to people by damning them to hell or whatever, that's not the way that I believe it meant to be. But yeah, that's just kind of a short list of, the dislikes, when it comes to being misunderstood by not only women, but also, I forgot to mention this before, I'm also misunderstood by not all, but certain members of the Jesus community. I feel like when they ask me how's your faith doing, and I tell them, they twist what I'm saying, and it ends up being, is not the case. So, yeah, so those are kind of my dislikes: being misunderstood by women and/or my fellow and/or former God believers, and injustice, and religious intolerance. Those are my dislikes. But yeah, that's the end of my video because I'm home. I will try to post another video about something else either tonight or tomorrow before work. Thank you guys.